Hello and welcome back to another episode from MTD CNC North America. Today I'm with my buddy Tyler and we are at Michigan here at Methods Machine Tools, and we're going to learn a little bit more about a unique automation setup here on a RoboDrill. Now, I know you guys know that I talk about and enjoy talking about RoboDrills a lot, and I love to push the gap that we have right now between fear and confidence of automation in general. But today we're going to learn from Tyler about what we have set up here, as he is the expert. So Tyler, thank you so much for being a part of MTD.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's great.
Absolutely, my friend. So what's unique about this system that I'm looking at? Because I haven't seen this one before.
Yeah, so we've been working really hard over the past couple years to kind of up our standard products that we are offering here at Methods Machine Tools. We've been working a lot on product development, research and development, and this is the child of all of that hard labor. So right now this is one of our first standard product development systems. We call this the JobShop Cell PRO, and this specific system uses a drawer for the infeed and outfeed. So parts come in and out with the drawer. Robot, opens and closes the drawer. Parts are going to be palletized in there. So, part dimensions don't matter. You can have kind of whatever you want as the parts to go in and out. The work holding just needs to be changed accordingly. So that's what we're looking at.
And Tyler, this feels like the next step in automation of being able to really take multiple projects and put them into a drawer type system and make it easier and have the machine time run more and the downtime and process time obviously being reduced.
Yep, and a lot of our customers obviously are very familiar with machine tools, but we don't see the same familiarity in the automation side of things. So the goal with these systems was to provide our customers with a standard automated kit that's simple to set up. So that was the real goal. We try to do as much work on the back end to make it look extremely simple and easy to use on the front end. So we're doing a lot of automated determining of positions in here. We actually have a probe that we're hooking up to the robot end of arm tooling and teaching all of our user frames within the system automatically. So we're no Skynet just yet, but we're trying to move out towards the AI world and kind of have the robot teach itself. So really we're trying to take the difficulty and the fear out of the customer's eyes when they see these automation systems and try to make it as simple and easy to use as possible.
Well, I like the name drop, first of all.
Yeah.
And secondly, I know that you've been here for 8 years. I know that you are, incredible when it comes to these. We're standing in a facility right now where you set these machines up and run tests for your customers.
Yep.
But how easy is it really for someone who's never touched one of these before? How can we really convey a message that helps them reduce their fear?
Yeah, so, with anything, there's a small learning curve and, things are scary at first, but like I said, what we're trying to do here is get you 95% of the way there. And all you have to do is, if you can hold a robot teach pendant right here and push shift and touch up that point for that position where the robot picks and places, then everything else should be set up for you. So really, the programs are established, the interface is established. All you need to do is do a final touch up on a couple points and you should be off and running. And the great thing about that is it makes changeover and different part styles within the realm of possibility. So.
Yeah, well said. So I have a question. I'm seeing all these drawers here, right?
Yep.
Do I need to have the same product on every drawer? Can every drawer be different, or how does that work?
So right now, yes, you need to have the same product. There is a caveat though. If your end of arm tooling could handle all your different part styles and your work holding in the machine could handle all your different part styles, then you'd be a candidate for, you could kind of open that up to, let's say, a part family. But you can't be too different because the work holding has to work throughout. But as we said, this is a research and development, product development type of project. So who knows, down the road, maybe we'll have some quick change tooling in there. The robot can automatically swap out its grippers based on the parts that it's running. So that's definitely down the road, and we're working towards, creating these standard systems that are more flexible like you're talking about.
Well, I know for sure Methods is absolutely great at supporting their customers, so who knows what that future holds. I know that Fanuc caters to their customers as well. You guys both listen intensely to what your guys are asking you for, so I know that's coming. Is one of the things that's coming is maybe the ability to have different grippers on the opposite side of this setup where I could switch my grippers out, which allow me to adjust my parts as well?
Yep, it's definitely been in the back of our minds. Like we said, this is the kind of first iteration that we're pushing out to market, so we're trying to get this one perfected, and then obviously we're going to move on to bigger and better things for sure. We're not going to sit and rest on this, product. We're going to improve it as much as we can and keep it moving into the future. So yeah, definitely that could be something that you'll see down the road.
Well, rest is something you guys have never done.
Yep.
That's for sure. So when I'm looking at this, and then you know better than I do, and some of our audience out there as well, but when I'm looking at this, obviously this is an R&D, as you mentioned a couple of times, but why would I look at this system versus one of the more traditional systems? And I know we're trying to standardize everything, and the fact that you can own a RoboDrill right now,
Yep.
and then bring in the automation system almost like Legos, but why would I look at this system versus something more traditional at this moment?
This system, I would say mainly the flexibility. So as you may or may not know, Methods Machine Tools has been doing automation for a long time. But with that automation, we've done a lot of automation that's application specific. So we start to put out these custom systems that are very specific to the customer's needs. This system we tried to design, obviously I don't know what parts are going to be running on this as I'm building it and designing it, so the flexibility is key. That's why we call this the JobShop Cell PRO, because the market is the job shops of America, right? So you can put this into a job shop. They've got, low volume, high turnover on parts. So this system is really designed around that. Flexibility, easy changeover. You can get multiple different part styles up and running. You don't have to run 10 million of the same part every year like you see in a lot of the automotive markets. I mean, the automotive is a big part of our market, but so are those smaller job shop cells, the mom and pop shops, the medical, the aerospace, all that stuff. So with this, you really get a high flexibility, and you can add those different part styles in later. You can revert back to the old part styles you were running last week, and it's changeover simple, and it gets you up and running in no time.
I don't think that flexibility can be said enough, and you said it, and I'm going to repeat it. Flexibility is key, and you mentioned automotive and the large batches that come with automotive, and that's within some other industries as well, but overall as a whole, with a lot of the interviews that we've been doing with MTD and talking with you and some of the customers, those large batch sizes are starting to become smaller and smaller. And though not job shop size, still smaller. Yep. And flexibility, as you say, is the key, right?
Yep, 100%, yep. And within that flexibility, so this is obviously the drawer system that we're showcasing here, but we already have two different infeed styles that we're also developing in parallel to this drawer system. So we're going to have a conveyor system as well, which would be more in line with, I think, a traditional style automated system. So an infeed conveyor and an outfeed conveyor, power driven. And we're also working on a work stocker, so more of a traditional, you see it mostly on lathes and round parts that you're using. So we'll have a work stocker, obviously the drawer system, and then a conveyor as well. So we're going to have 3 standard automation infeeds that all align with this system and these RoboDrill machines.
That's fantastic. Well, here in Michigan, I know you guys have been working on automation before automation was cool. As they say, right?
Yeah.
You guys have been doing this forever, and your facility is massive to help you take care of your customers. And I know we're trying to make, automation in general less feared and more standard, right? But you guys also have the capability here. If I'm one of your complex customers and I need you to do something special for me, you can and will, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said before, Methods, we've been doing automation for a long time, and traditionally we've been doing custom systems that are driven by, the customer's part and specific application. So you hit it, we're in Michigan. What does that mean? Automotive customers. So a lot of times what we're building here is a machine that's going to run that same exact part for its entire life cycle, pumping out 1 million, 2 million parts a year, and that machine will never be changed over. So yeah, we automate those systems as well. We provide solutions that are extremely specific to the customer's application, and we're comfortable with that. Now we're adding the standard as well.
Oh, now you've helped me remember another thought that's just reiterated from a lot of other conversations. This bad boy, so repeatable, so reliable, so flexible. It has all the things that those customers of yours and other customers might need when it comes to that reliability.
Exactly, yeah. With these RoboDrill machines, you've got the 3 different sizes: short bed, medium bed, long bed. They can accommodate a wide variety of parts. You can get them up to 5 axes, traditional 3+2 or full 5-axis, everything's a possibility on these RoboDrill machines.
Well, Tyler, you are the man. I got to end this conversation before you take my job. You're so good at this, but I do appreciate you sharing all of this great technology with me, our global audience at MTD. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.